When God speaks a word, he's faithful to follow through. When God speaks a word, a promise over your life, instead of sitting back in the boat of fear and worry and doubt, I encourage you today to step out onto the water in faith, just to take God at his word. Because the word of the Lord is right and true. He's faithful in all that he does. If God spoke it, he is faithful to complete it, because he is not a man that he should lie. In fact, he is the father of truth, unlike Satan, who is the father of lies. And I just want to encourage you today with the faith of Abraham, a faith where God spoke a word against all hope, against all the opposition and the circumstances in Abraham's life. And Abraham just took God at his word. That the Lord had promised to Abraham and Sarah that they were going to give birth to a child, and that through his offspring, the nations of the earth would be blessed. But here's the thing. Abraham and Sarah, they were pretty old. They were pretty old and they were without children. But instead of going through this unbelief, Abraham just took God at his word. And I love how Romans chapter 4, verses 20 through 21 say it. Yet he did not waver through unbelief regarding the promise of God, but was strengthened in his faith and gave glory to God, being fully persuaded that God had the power to do what he promised. And that is, in fact, what happened. God followed through. He followed through, and Abraham and Sarah gave birth to their son, Isaac. I want to encourage you today that I don't know what word that God has spoken over your life. I don't know what promise that he's given to you, but he has the power to do what he promised, because we serve a God who is more than able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ever ask or think, according to his power that is at work within us. So stop wavering through this unbelief, this doubt, this fear regarding the word that God has spoken over you. Stop looking for another sign. Stop looking for more confirmation. Just step out and take God at his